20 Best Business Audiobooks to Launch Your Next Career Move. Hi guys. From thought leadership pieces on productivity to in-depth programs for organizing your team and inspiring innovation, there are numerous areas you can develop in your career. And whether you want to build your own business or are just looking to develop interpersonal skills, there are so many resources for business advice that it can be overwhelming. But these business audiobooks keep it simple and to the point, drawing your attention in with relevant anecdotes and helpful examples. Let's take a look at 20 of the very best business books that you can read and listen to them to develop your career path. Now, of course, you don't have to read all of the books. The idea here is to simply help you identify a handful of books that are most interesting and most relevant to what it is that you want to achieve in business. Now, before you jump ahead to any one category, let me just quickly explain that many of these books were very difficult to sort into just one category, and of course, many of the topics apply to multiple audiences, so my recommendation is that you go through the entire list at least once. I cover each book in 50 seconds or less. So this is your opportunity to find some hidden gems that you might otherwise never discover on your own. 1. The 4 Disciplines of Execution. Achieving Your Wildly Important Goals. By Sean Covey, Chris McChesney, Jim Hewling. The 4 Disciplines of Execution, commonly referred to as 4DX, was designed by Sean Covey in the Franklin Covey organization to help leaders take plans from ideas to execution. Each discipline is key to your success and built upon timeless practices. Take, for example, the idea of a wildly important goal, or WIG, a goal so important that if it isn't met, no other goals matter. Clear and easy to remember terminology like this makes each principle stick and simple to grasp. Performed by the authors, this listen to sounds like you're attending a conference hosted by experts, adding an element of discourse and discussion that keeps your attention the entire way through. 2. Smarter, Faster, Better. The Secrets of Being Productive in Life and Business. By Charles Duhigg. You may know Charles Duhigg for his first work, The Power of Habit, where he explored how habits impact our productivity. A Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter, Duhigg took the business world by storm with his inspired curiosity to understand habits and human behavior. In his second work, Smarter, Faster, Better, Duhigg is still focused on productivity, but this time his emphasis is on the how and not the why. Mike Chamberlain, who has narrated hundreds of books, from noir thrillers and political dialogues to true crime, delivers a confident performance, his punctuated, clear tone a perfect complement to the research-backed anecdotes carrying the stories. Before you know it, your team's performance will skyrocket, and all because of how you think. 3. Misbehaving. The Making of Behavioral Economics. By Richard H. Thaler. After winning the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics, Richard Thaler was credited with making the study of economics human. To Thaler, humans are error-prone, occasionally irrational, and biased, but that's what he finds so interesting. Unlike most economic predictions, which assume rational behavior, humans tend to behave more erratically, which is what Thaler is so eager to understand. This eagerness and enthusiasm shine through with Audie Award winner L.J. Ganser's performance, as he voices Thaler's studies of everything from the NFL to Uber to a classroom of students upset at a gradual curve. As you listen, you'll feel inspired to learn more about your own behaviors, and while you won't be able to control them like an economic prediction, you'll learn how to better analyze behavior as you see it. 4. Start with why. How Great Leaders Inspire Everyone to Take Action. By Simon Sinek. Natural-born leaders always seem exactly that, like they were born with a secret we all wish we were privy to. Start with Why by Simon Sinek analyzes why certain people and things have influence over us while others fall flat. It all starts with a simple mission to inspire people at work, asking the simple question, why? Many people know the what or the how of their work, but very few know the why. Sinek answers this himself as he narrates his work, his passion for the topic apparent as you listen along. The why is the belief, the cause, and, quite simply, the reason why anyone should care at all. And by tapping into this simple question, you can build further on your influence and leadership at work. 5. Stealing fire. How Silicon Valley, the Navy SEALs, and maverick scientists are revolutionizing the way we live and work. By Stephen Kotler, Jamie Wheel. Most business advice focuses on a few key things: productivity, leadership, behaviors, and so on. But how does that advice tap into the subconscious, the area where most of us feel at our most creative? In Stealing Fire, Stephen Kotler and Jamie will do just that, tapping into how we can all achieve ecstasies, otherwise known to athletes as being in the zone, to do our best work. Fred Sanders' calm, deliberate cadence mirrors the meditative experience Kotler and will allude to throughout their stories, helping you focus on the words and the wisdom of the story so you too can tap into your creative zone. 6. Extreme ownership. How U.S. Navy SEALs Lead and Win. By Jocko Willink, Leif Babin. If there's one thing you'll learn from this list, it's that many seemingly unlikely sources have a lot of wisdom to share on leadership, and Navy SEAL officers certainly count. This may not be the only listen-to-feature lesson from the military, but unlike many others, this one comes firsthand from two experienced officers. Extreme Ownership, performed by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin themselves, focuses on these high-stakes experiences to understand and emphasize the importance of leadership. And while combat may seem far removed from business negotiations and leadership summits, you'll be convinced otherwise as Willink and Babin explain and translate their experiences in a way that will leave you with clear, lasting lessons for success. 7. The Power of Habit. Why We Do What We Do in Life and Business. By Charles Duhigg. An age-old adage says it takes 30 days to make, or break, a habit. The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg sets out to find just what makes those habits stick, and it's far less simple than 30 days of doing the same thing. First breaks it down into 3 key elements: the cue, the routine, and the reward, then build upon these with anecdotes and examples. Mike Chamberlain, a seasoned nonfiction narrator and the performer for both of Duhigg's motivational audiobooks, easily keeps your attention as you follow along on your habit-building journey. And given how long The Power of Habit stayed on the New York Times bestsellers list, it's safe to say you can join countless others in learning a thing or two from Duhigg's work. 8. Good to Great. Why Some Companies Make the Leap and Others Don't. By Jim Collins. Jim Collins believes that good is the enemy of great, and he opens Good to Great by saying just that. Based on the idea that acceptance of good, or even mediocrity, holds businesses and ideas from being outstanding and innovative, Collins sets out to discover if any business can go from good to great, or if greatness is something a business needs from the very start. Built on 5 years of research, this listen is narrated by Collins himself as he compares 28 different companies with an articulate, educational tone. It's clear as you listen to him tell each story that he is well-researched and deeply interested in the topic, and likely to spark the same interest in his listeners. 9. Living with a SEAL. 31 Days Training with the Toughest Man on the Planet. By Jesse Itzler. Jesse Itzler is a man who likes to take risks and get out of his comfort zone. So when he found himself falling into the same habits over and over, he hired a Navy SEAL, David Goggins, to live with him for 31 days and shake up his routine. In Living with a SEAL, Itzler takes these lessons from Goggins and turns them into a study on the benefits of getting out of your comfort zone. A frequent keynote speaker, Itzler's skills as a crowd-pleasing presenter shine in his narration, listeners are sure to enjoy his colorful New York accent as he brings each moment over his 31-day training, from the inadvertently hilarious to the downright frustrating, to life. 10 Poke the Box. By Seth Godin. Soon is not as good as now, Seth Godin says in Poke the Box. Starting, or trying something new, is often the hardest part of any new project or task, and Poke the Box aims to kick you into action. It's easy to be risk-averse, relying on what we know, but that's often what stifles us from innovation and creativity. Godin delivers his message clearly and without sugarcoating it. His to-the-point performance is there to inspire you into action, even if it feels risky or frightening. Best of all, Poke the Box can be listened to in the time it takes to watch a movie or prepare dinner, eliminating all the excuses that delay you from getting started on your project now instead of soon. 11 Lean In. Women, Work, and the Will to Lead. By Sheryl Sandberg. We would be remiss to leave Lean In off of our list of best business audiobooks. Spawned from her acclaimed TED Talk in 2010, Sheryl Sandberg's work addresses her concerns about women's progress in the business world. Using comedic anecdotes as a vehicle for advice, this title addresses topics like parenthood in the workplace and the myth of women who do it all. These narratives pack a punch, and the performance by actress Eliza Donovan, best known for her role as Amber in Clueless, delivers the message like an honest, caring friend who has only your best interests at heart. Sandberg's tough love and candor are perfectly balanced by Donovan's assertive and friendly delivery, a perfect pairing that might just be why Donovan has been called on to narrate Sandberg's subsequent works. 12 Never Split the Difference. Negotiating as if your life depended on it. By Chris Voss. Former FBI agent and hostage negotiator, Chris Voss may not immediately seem like the ideal source for business advice. However, after years of negotiating with different criminals, Voss has become an expert at influencing conversations so that they always lean in your favor. From asking for a raise to changing your contract to building relationships with your partner or friend, negotiation is embedded in our daily interactions. Michael Kramer, who has received both the Audiophile Earphones Award and the Torgy Award, narrates these strategies and tips for negotiating with a clear and precise voice, so all you have to focus on is how to influence your next conversation. 13 Getting to Yes. Negotiating agreement without giving in. By Roger Fisher, William Ury. Negotiating anything doesn't come without its pain points. Beyond the possibility that your negotiation may not go as intended, it's often easy to get angry or take the end result personally. Enter Roger Fisher's Getting to Yes, where he focuses on not only how to negotiate effectively, but also how to do it without losing your cool. Narrator Dennis Boutsikaris is at his best when given no bull, cut-to-the-chase material to perform, which is why he is the perfect voice to articulate Fisher's incredibly efficient explanations of the principles of negotiation. Though some of what the audiobook covers may feel like common sense, Getting to Yes presents it in a way that empowers listeners to start trusting their own common sense instincts to negotiate for what they want. 14 Crushing It. How great entrepreneurs build their business and influence, and how you can, too. By Gary Vaynerchuk. Influencer marketing blew up faster than anyone expected and continues to grow every day. If you need a social media platform breakdown to bring you up to speed, then get you ahead. Gary Vaynerchuk's manifesto on influencer marketing will get you there in no time. Every aspect of social media is now part of your personal brand, and Vaynerchuk is here to help you define it. The entrepreneurial titan's skills as a public speaker are on full display here, and he narrates the work in a way that makes it feel like he's not reading a script but speaking candidly and directly to the listener. It's clear Vaynerchuk crafted the personalized audio experience with care. He even lets longtime fans know when they can skip ahead if they've heard his other work. 15 Company of One. Why Staying Small is the Next Big Thing for Business. By Paul Jarvis. One of the biggest words businesses focus on is growth. If a business isn't strategizing how to grow, they're focused on why they aren't. But the one thing most companies aren't focusing on: how to stop growing. Paul Jarvis's company of one focuses on the benefits of a single-person business, and one that's committed to staying that way. Jarvis believes that staying small is the key to happy, sustainable entrepreneurship. His enthusiasm for this topic is demonstrated in the delivery of his stories and advice, where he champions freelancers, entrepreneurs, and more to take the plunge and start working for themselves. 16 Traction. Get a grip on your business. By Gino Wickman. EOS, or the Entrepreneurial Operating System, is a groundbreaking approach that has helped more than 2,000 businesses. In Traction by Gino Wickman, you'll learn the key components you need for launching your next business. But even if you're not ready to start a new business, or already in the thick of it with your current one, there is still much to learn from Wickman. EOS's focus on vision, discipline, and team health helps omit frustration and pain points in regular business conversation, making it great for anyone in a leadership role looking to pave their way to success. With the benefit of narration by veteran performer and Audible approved producer Kevin Pierce, this listen shines with easy-to-grasp concepts you'll want to apply immediately. 17 The Myth of the Nice Girl. Achieving a career you love without becoming a person you hate. By Fran Hauser, Jody Lipper. Fran Hauser has an impressive portfolio, with experience at InStyle, Entertainment Weekly, and AOL, and investments in female-founded companies like Hello Giggles and The Wing. For that reason alone, it's worth hearing her insights directly as she narrates her own work, The Myth of the Nice Girl. Hauser addresses the impossible line women are told they must walk head-on, not to be too nice, but also not to be too bossy. Unlike most experts, however, Hauser adamantly believes in being too nice. Told passionately, but also frankly, you'll feel inspired to hold on to your integrity at work and take your leadership skills to the next level. 18 The Ideal Team Player. How to Recognize and Cultivate the Three Essential Virtues, a Leadership Fable. By Patrick M. Lencioni. In Patrick Lencioni's first work, The 5 Temptations of a CEO, he focused on the individual. In The Ideal Team Player, he focuses on the team and how to build a successful one. While Lencioni uses stories and fables to share his message, Stephen Hoyt delivers each lesson with calm, genial directness. Together, the two create a foundational story for anyone interested in leadership or recruitment. Following the arc of a mythical company, you'll work through the problems said the company is facing, then learn how to apply the key virtues to the issue. For the ideal team player, Lencioni highlights traits like humility, hunger, and common sense. Carried through the hypothetical scenario by Hoyt's narrative storytelling, the listener can apply what they've learned to the fictional business Lencioni introduced, practicing the methodology while they listen. 19 Get Over Your Damn Self. The No BS Blueprint to Building a Life-Changing Business. By Romy Neustadt. With the title like Get Over Your Damn Self, you know Romy Neustadt won't take herself too seriously. Instead, Neustadt employs a funny, to-the-point tone, her narration offering the coaching session you need to start building your business. Neustadt's blueprint is a no-nonsense approach to establishing your first direct sale or building your marketing business. Empowering listeners to take ownership of their career path and separate their work life from their home life, Neustadt removes your excuses and supplies you with the tools you need to build the life you want, no matter the circumstances. These are 20 of the best trading books you can read and listen to them to develop your career path. If you have a favorite book that you think should be added to this list in the future, let me know in the comments section. I plan to update and revise the list over time. Also, if you are interested in learning more about the works, I am posting video summaries of some of my favorite books, so be sure to subscribe and visit my site webfreebooks.online. This is where I publish companion articles and other useful resources.
Audio Jungle.